What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubeverse? Yes, we are not staring out into the middle of a lake or anything, although it might look a little murky and lakeish. This is my fish tank. As you can see here, that's a better view of it. It's not very normal that we get to see this thing at night. And now that it is night, you can see some of my problems I have with these trumpet snails. But plants are growing back in and everything. The tank went through a rough spot because these little dudes decided to explode. But I still have all the other things that have really just been in here for a while. Like this army of little ghost shrimps have been going on for years, man. If you look closely as I go along, you'll just see a whole bunch of them crawling around. The three Corridoras are still doing absolutely great. The little neon tetra that was with the group that I thought was going to pass away too is doing good. So now that he's doing good, I actually have to get more neon tetras to replace him. The guppy doesn't care. He's just chill. I'm afraid to put more guppies in or anything for him because, he's just chilling. But yeah, things are not too bad with the tank, as you can see. And I've had a lot of comments as to tank look dirty, tank look nasty, blah, 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 blah. And it does look dirty, but it's not nasty because this is how nature look in a lot of waters. In a lot of waters, not every water. There are fresh waters, natural, that are crystal clear. You can see through very easily, and it is teeming with life of both fish and plant. But most of it is like this, and it would be a bit more clearer looking, but I use a thing called tannin. So those Mopani woods, they give off what's called a tannin effect, and it just makes the water look like tea, or a bit tan. Also on this glass, there is a very thin sort of layer of just some brownish, hard to get off algae, but that's okay because these snails are going to eat that and stuff. I have a Nyrite snail in here still, and once he goes, that old Nyrite, I'm going to get those assassin snails y'all been hearing me talk about. But the plants are growing in. The old fern back there, or the new fern back there, shed its old leaves and is good to go. It's starting to bring in those new leaves, and it's going to start growing in nice and big, I hope. The Anubias is still small, but we're trying to get it to grow out. The Anacharis, though, that's been going very good. Let's see if we can get a good view on that from up here. Yeah. That Anacharis is stringing all out all through and about. You can kind of see there. That's the long one. So I don't want to pull it out too much, but you can kind of get an idea. These things get an average about 12 inches or a foot of length. And then that wood is almost done sinking on down, which is great. Be nice when it does that. And the back and the side glasses, I don't really clean much at all. A little bit of beneficial algae is good. And as I was talking about that Nyrite, there's that big old Nyrite back there. That big old blob back there just kind of going all nice and slow. Nyrites are different than mystery snails, for they have a roundish shell, and they don't have that breathing tube that you see from mystery snails. If you have a mystery snail or have seen one, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is all doing good. That fern has attached itself firmly. It's growing leaves even downward, so it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna be excited to see what to do. And then, yeah, that's the tank in this kind of lighting. Not a super long video about it because I've talked a lot about this tank before, but the stocking does have a couple Collie Loaches. They would normally be out about now, but they are hiding, being sneaky little dudes. Only two of them are in here, so I don't have enough to really give them the confidence to come out all the time. If I have the bubblers on, they'll play in the bubbles, but I turned the bubblers off because it was noisy, and I wanted it to be nice and quiet. But yay, there's them ghost shrimps in the group. Come on, there we go. I think it's going good. Let me pull this blanket back a bit to get that lighting right. Yeah, now you can kind of see them some. They're hard to see, but that's kind of getting close. Yeah, they're kind of all grouped up. Now, what you see here, what they're standing on, that is a bunch of Java moss all stretched out and across the bottom here. I have a lot of plants. It's just a lot of them don't really come out all big, green, and leafy in here. I got it set up for kind of like a bottom dweller paradise, and you can see they react to that pretty good. Corridoras are schooling. They swim together. I do want to get some more Corridoras when I get the chance. Probably just a couple more, nothing too much. And as long as you don't let your water get cold on them, they usually don't try to reproduce on you, so they won't have the babies and stuff. As long as you keep your water a nice, even temperature of warm. And And yeah, that's about all, really. Nothing too much else to talk about this. I just never get to show you guys what it looked like in this kind of lighting. And you can really see even the algae and the moss and everything, all the little bits of plants and stuff that you normally wouldn't see when there's that light glare going on. And really, thank you guys for watching and everything. You guys have been absolutely amazing. This channel is growing. More and more people are seeing things. They're giving me such nice comments. Y'all are just very, very sweet. It's so awesome. Y'all are so cool. And I just wanted to say thank you before I call this an end to the video. But now it's the end of the video. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.